Okay, so I'm going to show you using my iPad because I can't do it on my screen. So, my computer screen. So, hold on. So, I'm going to go into Desmos. And so you go into Desmos, and when you look, when it says like, it'll say teachers interactive, I'll hit teacher sign up, and I don't know why it's asking me all of this. I agree. I want to log in. Why is it asking me that? I wonder if I can log in up here. I'm going to log in with Google. I have no idea what. Okay, so now it says it's me. Now I'm going to hit browse activities. So from the one video I just sent you before, it has all of these activities in, I think that video was, I don't know how many years old. But I have collections and customs, but I also have manager classes. So I actually have added my classes in from Google. So if you click on that, it'll have you add them. I already added mine at the beginning of the year. And then I just did sync mine a couple days ago. If you could see, it says, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago. And it says how many kids I have. There is an activity history of it, shows all my activities. I have this thing, if it's collections. So these are all my collections that I have since the beginning of the year. I like just to have separate things for each. So, like I have algebra do nows where every week I just did a do now, or geometry. So math 8 I have chapter 7 is where I'm going to go, and I have the first one. I send it to you, so you should be able, I think, just to do the link. But I want you to notice this. So there's this little plus button here. You can add it to collection. So if you don't, then you'd have to go to the activity history, and I don't know. I've done it where I've assigned an activity and I've lost it. So I always make a collection and put it in. So you might want to just say Math 8 chapter 7 and make a collection, and you have to click the little thing. So I'm actually going to assign mine to my class so that you can see. So I'm going to assign, and then I'm going to pick Math 8. But notice, so you can change these. These are pretty new. Where you can post it as a draft, and then you can have it post to the Desmos right away where it pops up. I have some kids that'll go on Desmos, not my Math 8 kids, but my geometry kids and my algebra kids. Once I post an assignment, or it used to be, they go right there. So I'm actually going to have it where I'm going to assign it, but I'm not going to post it to Google or Desmos yet. So it's just going to take a second. But I can go in here and I can view the dashboard. So this is where I'm going to see all the stuff. So I can see these are all the kids in my Math 8 class that are registered in my class. So when they log on, I'm going to see who logs on, and then I can see where they are in the activity. I can pause, I can do pacing. So I'm going to hit pacing, and I'm just going to have them, I'm going to just be able to let them see the warm up. So I'm going to restrict them to that first one. And you can hit this plus button and keep going, or you can hit stop and it'll open up all of them. Since I'm going to be doing this with the kids, and I'm going to be, so on my email I sent to you, I'm going to be in twice in my Google Classroom. I'm going to be on my iPad with my PowerPoint that matches this exactly, and then I'm going to be obviously I usually log in on my computer, and then I do my other on my iPad. So I can see a summary. I'll go to another one and show you more. This is a teacher, what the teacher sees. This is what the student actually sees for each of the things. I like the summaries, so I'll go, I'm going to go back. Actually, I'm going to go to Google really quick and show you what it looks like. I'm going to go into my Math 8. Some of my kids are, since they're used to it, I would post the link. I would post the assignment and they would go into it right away, right when we get to class. I'll show you in a minute how to get, it's actually not showing it. It should show it up at the top of my screen. So here it is in my draft mode. I'm probably going to leave it in draft mode until, I'm not going to do mine until Wednesday. So on Wednesday, I'm going to take it out of draft mode and put it into regular mode right before class. So I'll have a couple students that will, like I said, that will log on right away. Otherwise, let me go back and show you. Oops. To Desmos, I'm going to go, sorry. I'll show you what one looks like with one of my other classes that's kind of filled in so you can see. Sorry, Math 8, right? Math 8. So when you hit View Dashboard, up at the top it'll say there's this arrow down and it'll say student link. So all I do is I hit copy, and then when I'm in my Google Classroom, I'm like, here's the thing that I want you to be in, and I'll keep posting it. And then you can see who's in and who's not. So I will say, hey, whoever it is, you need to get in. I'm trying to see if one that so since I was gone, I made a practice test for my Math 8 kids, so I'll show you that today. So I have 24 out of 30, which I have a bunch of extra people in my class. Like I have Joe and Maria and Renee Duffy for some reason. I'm not sure why she's in my class, but I guess. So I had like 3 kids that didn't come today. So they did a do now. So I actually can see right now, I don't know if you could see, that I have 2 kids up here. And actually, I'm going to stop this. I'm going to stop because we did all of it. But I have 2 kids right now. So if I hit summary, and I should be able to click on them. It's not doing it as well on here. On my computer, I can click with my mouse. And I can click on, and I can tell who's on that little slide. Other than, I should be able to tell. So Dominic's on slide 4, and he's on slide 5. And then I can also tell, like right now, Naya's on slide 8. Whether she really is or not, I'm not sure. I don't know. It's lunchtime, so maybe they are in it. Or it could be lunchtime. And then I have 2 kids, like Aiden and Hannah are in it. If you notice that these little dots mean that they actually finished what was on it, the X means they just answered it wrong because I had them. So like I said, I made a thing that was multiple choice for them to answer. So in the summary, though, you can see if they answered or not. I can click on, maybe 6 isn't a good thing. I'm trying to think of what one had like the mapping diagrams. I think it was this one. So I can see everybody's mapping diagram that they made, and then I can see, because I asked them to make a mapping diagram, and they asked them to say if it was linear or nonlinear and to give me a reason why. So what I also like about this is that I can take a little snapshot. So like if I liked Kaylee's and I liked Ben's, I can actually click on it. If I liked Ben's, then if I go to the snapshot, I can actually put them in here, and then I can hit present, and it won't show their name, but it'll just say, oh, like, hey, I want to look at these. Trying to think what else I want to tell you. You can pause something. The other thing that you can do is maybe you want to just show this screen, because you can just share your screen and show this, but you don't want them to actually have their names. You can hit this anonymize or whatever, how you say it, and it changes their names. Just don't forget to change it back, because sometimes you're like, who are these people? And again, you can see what the student sees. I really like it. If you want to custom and make your own, you would just hit new activity, and then you would title it And then maybe you liked mine. Say you like this one and you like this first question. If you go to student preview and you hit this, then you can actually copy it into yours. I think that's it. Unless you have another question, I'll send this to you. CPM uses this out of their book. So there's teachers that went on and made these and actually shared them with the company. So I use this for geometry and for algebra the whole year. But I did make my own. The only thing I didn't like about the CPM was that they didn't let you copy. Like, say, I teach my class different than other people, and they put ones in there that had, like, different warm-ups or, like, I'm a twin or whatever. And I'm like, I'm not a twin. And they wouldn't let us actually edit it, which made me kind of upset because then I ended up having to make my own. But I think it's a really cool tool that you can see what they're doing. It is harder to write on. They have to write with their mouse, so it takes a little for them to get used to. But that you can see that everybody's working and what they're working on and what their answers are. So if you have any other questions, let me know.